Let's kick things off with the 2-minute rule. This little gem has been a total lifesaver for me. Basically, if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right away. I used to be the queen of procrastination, leaving dishes in the sink or tossing clothes on the chair. But once I started implementing this rule, it was like magic. Suddenly, those little tasks weren't piling up anymore. Putting away that book or hanging up that coat became second nature, and my space started looking tittier without any real effort. Next up, we've got habit stacking. This is all about piggybacking new habits onto existing ones. It's like sneaking veggies into a smoothie. You're getting the good stuff without even realizing it. For example, while you're brushing your teeth in the morning, why not wipe down the bathroom counter? I started doing this a few months ago, and let me tell you, it's been a game changer. My bathroom is consistently cleaner, and I don't feel like I'm spending any extra time on it. You can apply this to any part of your routine. Maybe while your coffee is brewing, you can unload the dishwasher. The possibilities are endless, and before you know it, you'll have a whole suite of tidy habits without feeling overwhelmed. Now let's talk about the one thing at a time rule. This one's simple but so effective. Whenever you leave a room, take one item that doesn't belong and put it away. It's like a mini game you play with yourself throughout the day. Now, every time I get up to grab a snack or use the bathroom, I'm also decluttering a little bit. It's amazing how much of a difference this makes over time. Plus, it's a great way to get some extra steps in if you're trying to hit that daily step goal. Speaking of daily habits, let's talk about the daily declutter. Spend just 5 to 10 minutes each day putting away items that are out of place. It's like giving your home a little hug every day, showing it some love and attention. I know you're thinking, but I don't have time for that. Trust me, I felt the same way. But then I realized I was spending way more time searching for things in my messy apartment than I would tidying up for a few minutes each day. So I started setting a timer for 5 minutes every evening. Environment design is another key habit that can make a huge difference. This is all about setting up your space to make cleaning easier. It's like meal prepping, but for tidiness. Add trash bins in strategic locations, keep cleaning supplies easily accessible, and create designated spots for commonly used items. I used to keep all my cleaning supplies under the kitchen sink, which meant I had to drag them out every time I wanted to clean. Now I have a little caddy in each room with the essentials. It's made impromptu cleaning sessions so much easier, and don't get me started on how life-changing it was to put a small trash can in my bedroom. No more wadded-up tissues on the nightstand. Let's talk about clear surfaces. This habit is all about making it a point to clear off counters, tables, and desks before bedtime. It's like giving your home a fresh start every morning. I used to be terrible at this. I'd leave half-empty mugs and random papers all over the place. But then I started thinking of it as a gift to my future self. Now I take a few minutes before bed to clear everything off. It's become a signal to my brain that it's time to wind down, and I wake up to clean surfaces ready for a new day. Plus, it makes those bleary-eyed mornings before coffee a lot more bearable when you're not navigating a cluttered kitchen counter. Now let's shift gears and talk about systems over goals. Instead of setting big, overwhelming cleaning goals, focus on developing a daily cleaning routine. I used to psych myself out with grand plans to deep clean my entire apartment in one go, and it never happened. Now I have a simple routine. 10 minutes of tidying in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening. It's manageable, it's consistent, and over time, it keeps my place looking great without the stress of marathon cleaning sessions. Identity-based habits is a concept that really resonated with me. It's about viewing yourself as a tidy person, making cleanliness an integral part of your lifestyle. Instead of saying, I want a clean home, say, I am a person who keeps a tidy home. It's a small shift in mindset, but it can make a big difference. I used to think of myself as a messy creative type, but that was just an excuse. When I started identifying as someone who values tidiness, my actions naturally followed suit. Now, keeping things organized feels like an expression of who I am, not a chore I have to force myself to do. The one in, one out rule has been a game changer for me in preventing clutter buildup. For every new item you bring into your home, get rid of one old item. It's like maintaining a balanced ecosystem in your living space. I'll admit, this was tough at first, but it made me more mindful of my purchases and helped me appreciate what I already had. Now, before I buy something, I think about what I'm willing to let go of to make room for it. It's cut down on impulse buys and kept my space from getting overcrowded. The never miss twice rule is all about consistency. If you miss a cleaning task one day, make sure you complete it the next to avoid bad habits forming. It's like getting back on the horse after you fall off. The sooner you do it, the easier it is. I used to be an all or nothing kind of person. If I missed a day of my routine, I'd throw in the towel for the whole week. But that just led to things piling up and feeling overwhelming. Now, if I miss a day, I just pick up where I left off the next day. No guilt, no stress, just back on track. Focused cleaning areas is a technique that's helped me avoid feeling overwhelmed. Clean one area at a time in 15-minute bursts to maintain motivation. It's like interval training for your home. Short, intense bursts of activity followed by rest. I used to try to tackle my entire apartment in one go, which always left me feeling exhausted and discouraged. Now I focus on one area, say, the kitchen, for 15 minutes. I'm always amazed at how much I can get done in that short time. And because it's only 15 minutes, I don't dread starting. Making cleaning fun might sound like an oxymoron, but hear me out. Turn cleaning into an enjoyable activity by playing music or making it a fun part of your routine. It's like turning a chore into a mini dance party. I used to clean in silence, which made the whole process feel like a drag. Now I have a dedicated cleaning playlist full of upbeat songs that get me moving. Sometimes I'll even FaceTime a friend while I clean. We chat and tidy up together, making the time fly by. It's become less of a chore and more of a self-care ritual. An entryway organizer has been a total game changer for me. Place a catch-all tray or organizer near the door for keys, mail, and other small items to prevent clutter buildup. It's like creating a little welcome center for all the odds and ends that tend to scatter around your home. Before I had this, my keys were always mysteriously disappearing, and mail would end up in random piles all over the place. Now everything has a home right by the door. It's cut down on the frantic morning search for keys and helped me stay on top of bills and important mail. Tracking progress is a great way to stay motivated. Take before and after photos of messy areas to visualize your progress. It's like creating your own personal home makeover show. I was skeptical about this at first. Who wants photographic evidence of their mess, right? But it's been incredibly motivating. I started with my closet, taking a before picture when it was a jumbled mess. After organizing it, the after picture was so satisfying that it inspired me to tackle other areas. Now I have a whole album on my phone of these transformations. On days when I'm feeling unmotivated, I flip through the photos and remind myself of what I can accomplish. Lastly, let's talk about the 1% improvement rule. This is all about making small daily improvements, like cleaning one area at a time, to achieve major progress over time. It's the idea that tiny, consistent efforts compound into significant results. I used to get discouraged when my apartment didn't look like a magazine spread after a day of cleaning. But then I started focusing on small daily improvements. Maybe today I just organized one drawer or wiped down one shelf. It's taught me patience and helped me appreciate the journey of creating a space I love rather than just focusing on the end result. And there you have it, 15 small habits that can make a big difference in keeping your home tidy. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress. Start small, be consistent, and before you know it, you'll be living in a space that feels calm and organized. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more decluttering and minimalist tips. Until next time, happy decluttering.